NFL on EA Sports.
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 8 catches, 95 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers caught left side by Cobb. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
So there you go, Charles. We heard the rumblings that he wasn't happy with how he was being utilized, and I think this will silence him for a little while, at least for the time being. His first catch, a touchdown.
This feels like it had all the makings of being one of those stories that pops up and goes away pretty quickly. Let's face it, the attention span of us from nowadays, not very long. And when things change for the better, it's not very long for him either. He's got to be excited.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Those defense for the Packers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the 50, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39.
Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago. On 1st down, it's Fields.
Rolling to his left.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Fields on 1st down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graham. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
7 yards, the pickup there.
From the 17,
Fields.
Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Here's Fields.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards, first down Packers. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, Adams, what a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And again, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. To throw again on second down. Rodgers dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here with a visit. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Chris Jones now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring it to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand.
And they get the guard there, Lucas Patrick. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now, hold on here, we've got an injury. Well, that's Devontae Adams, the wide receiver down on the ground here. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to someone else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Fields throw pulled in by Robinson here. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's David Bakhtiari, the all-pro tackle, guilty on that one.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
They'll roll him out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
And that is incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's going to let this one go deep.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chicago offense set to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39,
Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again is Fields. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. 5 yards remain on second down. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. On first down, Fields. Flush to his right. Room to run. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the gun, here's Fields. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And one last throw here for Fields. Forced out to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan,